This is the lesson one of our understanding the middle game. If you are a beginner or low rated player that really want to improve your chess, or you want to change the way you view the middle game or read the position in the middle game, allow me to be part of your chess improvement and chess journey. So this lesson or program is for you. Why? Because we will not just give the solution. No, the problem is this, black to move, and this is the solution. We will not do that. We will analyze or scrutinize the position before we really get the best solution for the specific position. Now, if you are ready and excited to have this kind of chess lesson and free chess program, let's go for it. You're ready to begin our lesson one. Let's go. Black to move. And is it a win, a lose, or a draw? So we have three questions here. Of course, chess, there are win, lose, and draw. But in this position, if we will first count the material on the board, white has two rooks, black has two. The problem is this: one, two, three minor pieces for white against two for black. And black has two extra pawns, meaning there's a trade that happened in the game. Light square bishop for two pawns. Before we analyze the position or the best move, we will not just give the solution. We will analyze first the opportunity, the weakness of white and black. All right. So let's go first and check the activity and effectiveness of each pieces on the board or the mobility. If we will go and check the rook first on a1, it's not doing anything here. It hasn't moved yet, but once this rook moves, it will be a problem for black. Why? Because the rook on d3 and g2 are attacking the pawn on d5. This is a weak pawn for black. Imagine you gave away your bishop for a two pawn and one of your pawns is a weak pawn. So that would be a problem for black. And this knight, okay, it's not doing anything, can jump over c4 or e4 because of the pawn on d5. You cannot just go here because you are blocking the pathway of this very good bishop attacking the d5. This bishop on c3, okay. Fair enough. It's not bad, it's not good, it's not hitting anything though. So of in terms of mobility, white has a good chance to get this d5 pawn and then enjoy the light square versus f pawn, and that would be a huge problem for black. Let's go and check the opportunity for black. This knight is controlling the f2, the e3. This bishop can go here or here. The two rooks are controlling the e and c file, which is very good for black. The thing is, what is the best move of black to compensate the trade? Imagine you gave away your light square bishop for two pawns with a weak pawn. You may pause the video to analyze the position, at least give yourself three possible moves. If you want to change the way you view the middle game and the way you understand and read the position, at least give yourself three to few moves, choices, and eliminate one by one. All right. So let's go and check first the knight. Knight to e3, protecting the d5 and attacking the strong bishop on g2. And if you are playing white here, don't trade your excellent piece to the piece that, okay, just fair enough piece, average piece for this kind of position. You have to move away. Bishop h3, attacking the rook. Of course, if the rook will go to c7, the inactive rook on a1 will go to e1, pinning the knight. And just imagine the pressure now for this knight. It's like, where will you go? That would be a problem. Or if, for example, the rook will move away from the attack, going to d8, knight f3, going to d4, outposting to f5 or b5, attacking this d6. This pawn is still a weak one that anytime white could find a way to capture anytime sooner. So let's not move away the rook. Let's go with f5, blocking the pathway of the bishop. Now, white can go with knight f3. This is all good for white. Let's go back to our original position. So the knight move, it will not do any good for black because the bishop will just move away from the attack. Let's go and check the bishop c5 check. Just imagine if the king moves here, there's a knight f2. Ooh, double attack. If you're gonna go here and wow, one move checkmate. That's a good swindling game here. So Instead of moving the king, bishop to d4. And don't capture that one because it will not change the problem of black. Instead, you gotta go here. Knight to e5 attacking the rook. If the rook moves, bishop d4 check, attacking the rook. But white will just capture the bishop. Bishop takes c5, knight takes d3, and of course, bishop takes a7. If we will count the piece on the board now, knight for rook for a rook, knight for a knight, two bishops, for a rook. And if you gonna pick which side you want to play with here, if you want to pick sides, of course you gotta choose white because of the two bishops versus the rook. Although black has a chance to cover the second rank, there is still a pressure for white, but still two bishops versus a rook. So bishop c5, a decent move compared with this knight e3 move. But what is the best move of black here? Are you ready? Rook takes c3. And in this position, this is not just a sacrifice because black could still find a way to trick white here. Rook takes c3, bishop c5. If, just imagine guys, rook to ac1, protecting the rook on c3, at the same time controlling the c file, that's a wrong move. Why? Because of the bishop d4. You cannot just go here because knight h2 checkmate. So the king is forced to go back, knight f2, and here black is looking good here. Just imagine the trick that black has pulled after the rook takes c3, bishop d4, meaning the rook a1 going to c1 is a bad move. The only move is rook c1. Bishop d4 check. Still, if you gotta go here, king h1, knight f2, king g1, knight g4, king h1. And this is a draw game because of the perpetual check. What a position and what a turnaround of the game.